Hey, what's up, everybody? Getting some new 1v1 action in here tonight. With Misfit at the moment. Oh, it should be pretty good. We'll see if people show up as time goes on.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Oh, man. A little bit sleepy. Oh boy, Misfit's been trying to adapt his playstyle again. Oh, that felt so cheated. Oh man, so I have another... Oh, thank you, T. Yay! Whew. Haven't played 1v1 in it. Whoa, what's going on with my microphone? Nice. Alright, what the heck's going on with my microphone here? Something crazy's happening. I think that's better. Alright. Whew. Interesting. Nice. Nice downward heavy coming out from Misfit. Oh, what? That was unexpected. Oh, that uppercut, though. Yeah, just doing some 1v1s, Compton. Thanks for swinging by. Here we go.
Player 2 wins.
That was a closer match than normal. So what I'm trying to do is start looking a little bit closer at these 1v1 matches, figuring out how I break down a couple things for some upcoming guides, if you know what I mean. Let me make sure that my sound here looks alright. Yeah, I think it does. I've been trying to encourage Misfit in how to get into your opponent's head and how to analyze kind of what they do. So I think probably what I'm going to try to do this weekend is work on a guide that talks a little bit about how to analyze your opponent in a more straightforward kind of way.
3, 2,
You know, it's
1,
easy to say, like,
brawl.
yeah, analyze your opponent, but not a lot of people actually go into how you should actually do that. So it's just something I'm trying to figure out a little bit more how to do better. There we go. Whew. Oh, I can't believe I got hit by that. Ooh, I'm liking this new Misfit. He is bringing the pain. Oh, nice air tilt. I'm liking these. These are pretty close. Because he's finally listened to all of my advice and actually decided to change up what the heck he's doing. Alright, let's see. Still working on getting the timing on that dodge through. Oh, nice. Aw, man. I should not have told him to analyze some games. There it is. Gonna drink some tea. All right.
Player 2 wins.
Getting another one there. We'll see how the next one goes. Keeps playing at this rate. Should be all right. But yeah, what I'm planning on doing this weekend is making a guide that's going to talk about the specific steps you can take to analyze your opponent, you know, and what that actually means. So kind of the way that I generally break it down is kind of when I play somebody new for the first time, what I do is I kind of look and see when they do certain things. So if I'm going to dive kick, do they dodge as a reaction? Do they stand still? Do they attack as a response.
3,
Once I figure out what
2,
they do,
1, brawl.
then I adapt my decisions accordingly. So, yeah, something like that, Compton. Still trying to figure out what those different kind of responses are. And if those things actually work. So, you know, it's just something I'm trying to figure out. And trying to figure out a good way to explain how they work in a way that's useful for the average bear. And, you know, trying to figure out how to turn those things into specifics is kind of interesting because, you know, you have to kind of break down what it means. So, you know, in any given situation, there's only really 4 things that people can do. They can pick a move, they can throw a weapon, and they can attack. So, given those things, if you pick the right one, if you guess at what they're going to do, you can pick the appropriate response and then, you know, do the right thing. So anyway, that's the guide that I'm going to be working on this weekend. We'll see how well it works out in practice. You know, but when it comes down to it, there's a lot that goes into these Brawlhalla games. Obviously, no one is perfect. Reaction/prediction times are slow, and you never really know what's going to happen. So, you know, anything can happen. That was kind of awesome. Oh, the good times of 1v1. It has been a while. Oh, come on, man. Oh, bollocks. Oh, he's almost gonna win. He's almost gonna win. That would be pretty awesome.
Player 2 wins.
Those edge guards. Those edge guards. Oh, man.
Hattori.
I need to know how. How what, Misfit? Pfft. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, I'm going to remove my hat and show you all my wonderful haircut. That, by the way, no one has commented on. No one has complimented my new haircut. No one. Just saying, you know, it would be nice. I go through all this trouble of getting cleaned up.
1, brawl.
It's just nothing. Oh my goodness, so much dodging, man. So much dodging. God, it's like we're the same person. No! He dodged. Thanks, Magma Bob, commenting on the new haircut. Sword is not still really good. Sword got gimped. Sword got totally gimped. Oh. I mean, it used to do so much more force. So much more force. You never even used to play Sword, Compton. That would be like me commenting on like, oh yeah, you know, Hammer. It's the shit now. After I never really used to play it much. Oh, come on. Hey, what's up, Clint? How's it going, man? Good to see you back in the stream. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh! One mistake right after the other. Compton, unfortunately, you're the only one who's saying that swords are OP. Everybody else was kind of like, no, swords are great. And the only people who thought they were OP were the people who didn't play them. Just saying. How is that exactly? There we go. Like, Sword went from having 5 useful moves to having 1 useful move. You know. That's all I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Ha! That was pretty goofy. Don't know exactly how that worked. Oh, close range. There we go. That's because we're both Hattori, and it's a little bit different with mirror matches.
Player 2 wins.
Oh, that was good. Good times. Oh, man.
Hattori.
Do-do-do. Just explaining to Misfit, when you touch an item, you immediately lose invulnerability coming out of spawn. If you touch a weapon, you still have a couple of seconds after the weapon pickup. But if you pick up a bomb or whatever, you immediately lose it. All I mean by good Compton are the moves that are like actually useful in any random scenario. Not moves that are good or bad or whatever, but moves that are just useful. Like if you see right now we're doing standing neutral and air tilts, and occasionally up heavies, i.e. recover moves. But, you know, like the stuff that used to be good, like the down tilt, oh, and I'm dead. just doesn't work anymore. It's not useful. That's my only point. Like, you know, sword used to have a bunch of useful moves anyway. The recover move being one of the more useful ones. Oh, come on, item pickup. No item pickup! Item pickup doing us all in. Even the forward tilt used to be a lot better before they changed the hitboxes on it. And we're both dead. Spear down tilt, gun down tilt, even hammer down tilt has a bigger hitbox now. Let's see. The spear, the power lance down tilt is amazing if you can hit it, because of how much damage it does. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Ooh, the uppercut wins. That was interesting. Aw, man, I got hit. Ooh, that was close. Nice. Oh, excellent coverage. No, the problem with the new Sword Light is that you can never hit with it at all because they also nerfed its wind-up time. So it's not as much about the follow-up, it's just like, it's just not as useful, period, anymore. Like, they nerfed 3 different portions of its usability.
Player 2 wins.
That's my only point, Compton. Stop complaining about the weapon that you never used. If you had used it more, you would know what I'm talking about more. You know, if they make some drastic changer to the, you know,
Hattori.
to the hammer or whatever, I'm not going to be like, oh my goodness. Because I don't know the ins and outs of the hammers. Only a little bit. I'm going to argue that Hattori is best when she's weaponless. So, I think that she is a great weaponless character simply because of her ability to stay in your face and get into those positions for them dive kicks. Fair enough, Compton, but I don't know. To me, like, the sword used to be a really fun weapon because of all of its combo potential. You know, like, my whole argument this whole time has been not that the sword is overpowered now, but the idea that by nerfing the sword, they brought the sword down instead of bringing everything else up. You know, what I wanted to see was more consistent combos with other weapons, so that they could be as fun as the sword. But because they took, you know, the one hit confirmed out of the sword, nerfed its speed and its distance overall. It's just not the same as it once was, man. Oh, these spears. Ooh, interesting. Not what I expected. There we go. Oh, those dive kicks. Weapon pickups aren't always random. You have 2 weapon sets that you can choose from. And it's random between which one of those 2 that you get. So it's a 50-50% chance as to what weapon set you get. Here we go. Ooh, nice. Oh, and I jumped right into that. No, I think it's a random 50-50 chance. I haven't really seen much of a difference with that. So, but then again, you know, I'm not a programmer. I just play the game. So, who knows? Maybe there is some sort of like diminishing return on it. But it's hard to say. Oh, come on with the items. Ooh, that was cool. Oh, nice catch. Man, it's out so fast. Oh, and Misfit's up. He might win this one. Probably because Compton's comments are throwing me off. So tired of internet arguments today. Oh, come on now. Oh.
Player 2 wins.
One way or the other. Pretty certain if I used a different character, he'd probably be able to pull out a win. I don't know, we can try it. Let's try Nash.
Nash.
Why not? We may as well mix it up a little bit. Get some different characters going. Just glad someone complimented my new haircut. It was so nice of them. So nice.
Three, two, one, brawl.
What? How did that not knock him out of the attack animation? That's strange. And concerning. Ah, well. What? Brilliant use of that. Although it's amazing how he was able to predict the movement. You know, but... Aw, come on now. There's the death. Man. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh, come on now. Whoa, those uppercuts. Pretty much beating out everything tonight. Ooh, I love that. Favorite move with the hammer. Best move North America. Oh, man. Oh, tried to dodge through the Bodvar, which is never a good idea. Interesting. Misfit's probably got this one in the bag. There's the uppercut I needed at long last. Come on now. No! I dodged right into his attack. That was pretty awful. Is my stream bugging out? I don't know anymore. Is that enough to get him? I don't know. Enough? Nope, not enough. There it is. With no damage taken. On to the next. Let's see if we can't pull out a victory here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I like that. That was pretty sweet.
Player 2 wins.
Good old Nash. Never letting me down. Oh, it's me and Misfit tonight. RB in Chief is displayed now on the screen. Long after your question was asked. Ah, goodness gracious. It's been a long day. I haven't played somebody with pistols. Let's go ahead and play Ada. Because I like Ada. Interesting choice. Just trying to get some 1v1 concepting in. Probably going to try to do some sort of analysis video on this tomorrow, just to look at some things. Although Misfit is playing a lot differently than usual, a lot more differently than usual, which is part of why he's been winning. Interesting. Wow, that reaches even if I do that. And that should be the death of him. Raiden v Misfit. Ooh, interesting. That was so satisfying. Well, I'm dead. Almost. Oh, how did that happen? That's kind of brilliant. Kind of brilliant. There we go. So how you doing tonight, RB and Chief? Feeling good? Everything awesome? The brawlhalling still fun? Brawlhalla-ing. Brawlhalling. Brawlhalling. And there's one of my favorite moves. Oh man, what kind of training are you doing, RB? Are you in training mode, or are you doing something else? You doing like arcade, maybe? Woo! Guns!
Dominating.
Guns, guns, guns! Guns, guns, guns. Guns, guns, guns.
Shut down.
Oh, brilliant.
Player
That was
2
a
wins.
delightful ending. Guns, guns, guns. Oh, have I showed you the spreadsheet that I made on that? I totally made a spreadsheet with that stuff in it. Oh, looks like Misfit left.
Custom.
So if anybody wants to hop on and do some 1v1, feel free to hop on into 9260. Let's see if I can find the spreadsheet I made. I made it a couple weeks ago with all the damage values. Don't know if you've seen it or not. Let me see if I can pull it up. Brawlhalla. Stupid Google Drive messing everything up. Brawlhalla damage values. Let's share this out. Copy link, and here you go. All the damage values, all the characters. We'll see if anybody decides to hop in here and play some 1v1. Because if they do, that would be sweet. Hey, Magma Bob has joined. Most excellent. Thanks for hopping in, man. Let's do a Bodvar round. I haven't played Bodvar in quite a bit. Alright. So it looks like it's going to be me and Magma Bob. Probably go a round or two. Might take a short break here in a minute. Looks like Magma Bob's going to be on Hattori. Hattori! Hattori desune. And then we will move forward and see how Magma Bob is as far as his skills at this game is concerned.
3, 2, 1.
We'll try to talk a little bit about analyzing. So one of the first things that I like to do is I like to see how they react to item tosses. Let's see. Magma Bob dive kicked. Dive kicked twice. Interesting. So we know he likes to dive kick. He seems to dodge occasionally. We'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the match. Got a couple item tosses. Ooh, interesting down heavy. Wasn't expecting that. I do like these tight dive kicks that he's doing here in places. Alright, we're able to get the first knockout. Mikabun. Mikarabun? I don't know. All right. So for those of you who are new to the stream, I usually try to play people like best of 3 at a minimum. If there are multiple people who wants to play, that's kind of how I swap out afterwards, is, you know, based on the best of 3 count. So, you know, if I win 2, then yeah, then we can switch to new folks. Nice. Interesting. Nice air tilt coming out from Bob. Magma Bob. Excuse me. I have to... Ah! That was close. There we go.
Dominating.
So we got 7 people in Twitch chat now. Welcome anybody who's new to all of the Brawlhalla goodness. Ooh, nice air tilt.
Shut down.
Got the knockout. I deserve it. I just want to land one signature move. It would be so sweet. Oh, wow. How is he dodging through all of these, man? There we go. Yeah. Scooping it up. T-Chaos, my friend. I just want one bear claw. Yeah, I got one. Cool. Oh, nice. That was a sweet little thing with it, whatever that was. All right. Oh, GG Magma Bob. GG, sir. All right, so we tried out Bodvar. Who haven't we played in a while? We haven't played Lucian in a bit. Let's try Lucian.
Lucian.
I'm typically pretty bad with Lucian. But you know, there's a heavy argument out there right now that it might just be because I am bad at this game. Hard to decide. But you know, that is a common sentiment currently prevailing. So it seems like Magma Bob needs to work a little bit on his like general movement. He seems like he's moving a little bit slow. Probably work a little bit on dodging. And also, like, when to use the right weapon. Or not right weapon, excuse me, but right attack. Uh-oh. Almost thought that was going to nail him into the bomb. Nice weapon throw. Oh, barely dodging at the last moment. Oh, nice. Feeling pretty good about the end of that. He had me on the back foot for quite a minute there, and then I was just able to end with a, Oh no! That was beautiful. Nice shot, Magma Bob. Nice shot. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. This is gonna get silly, isn't it? There we go. Getting the hits. Oh, PG Knot, what's up, man? Nice to see you again, bro. Back in the stream. Oh, and I just got blown up. Oh, PG Knot. Back in action. It's good times. Whoop! Did a little too early on that one. Nice. He's getting creative. He's getting creative with the item tosses. I do like that. And that's just one of the disadvantages of Queen Nai, is that she's just not fast enough for some of those reversal options, you know? Ooh, should have expected that. He's been pretty good with these close range down diagonal tosses, I gotta admit. Whew. Is that gonna do it? Nope. Come on, Blades. That should do it. Nope, still no. Aw, oh, come on now. Oh, that last hit. There we go. About frickin' time, Nai. That dive kick. Oh, nice. You know, T-Chaos, they have been nerfing me, actually. They've been nerfing me quite a few times. In fact, every character that I've made, with the exception of Ada, because she used to be bottom tier and now she's top tier, has been nerfed in some way, shape, or form. So, don't worry, they're actively nerfing me. It is happening. The nerfs are happening. Oh, so many deaths like that. So many deaths. I should probably actually try to win this. It's just that Lucian is just not one of my best, I gotta admit. Certainly not one of my best, or my favorites. What? Oh, I hate these characters. So much hate. Oh, but that's what I was trying to do to you. There we go. That was pretty close. Well played, Magma Bob. Well played. People shouldn't ban me. They should just figure out how to beat me. All right, let's see. Magbob, I don't know if you're planning on playing some more. If you are, that's cool. If somebody else wants to hop in, that is also cool. Can't tell if that's my cat at the door or someone else. Frightening. Unsure. All right, I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to take a quick break. So let's go ahead and play a Hattori match, because I much prefer Hattori over everybody else on the roster still, despite the sword being nerfed to the ground. And yes, I will keep saying it, because by God, I have opinions. Like how people who complain about free-to-play business models are morons. They're morons. Don't complain about a game's business model. You're not a game person, or a business person, or someone who can make decisions like that. You're just a grumpy consumer who just likes to complain on the internet. Alright, PG Knot, I'll have you hop in. Like I said, I'm going to do one more match with Hattori, and then going to head on out. For a little bit, like going AFK, that type of thing. I'll probably be back. I don't know if I'm going to be playing Brawlhalla all night or not, but, you know, it's Friday night, man. It's the night for video games. That's what this is all about.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Woohoo! Hattori time. Still my favorite character. Still the fastest on the roster. You can't nerf that speed. I mean, you could. You could make her less fast, but there are certain things that you can do with speed where it doesn't matter what weapon you have, you know? That's just the honest truth. Woo! The night for video games. The night for video games. Gonna play some stuff. It's gonna be real fun. Something sounds like country western. I apologize for that. It's like Monday Night Football. Ooh, nice catch. Nice catch, Rockefellerception 35, also known as PG Not 13. I will say a fairly clever name. Oh, interesting. He's like, I've got slides too. You want to use slides? It's a really bad time for me to throw my weapon there. But, you know. Well. There it is. Ooh, ow! Oh, that even just looked painful. Damn, the velocity on those mace balls still exists. Nice. Interesting movement. Also interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, it hit the ground before it hit him. Oh, that was sweet. That was totally sweet. No, dive kicks are great moves, Magma Bob. I'm just now like glancing over at the Twitch chat after like half an hour. Dive kicks are fantastic. They're like one of the best priority moves in the whole game. Use and abuse them. If you're destroying your friends with dive kicks, then by all means continue to do so. Because you know what? Dive kicks are awesome. I mean, there are hundreds of fighting games built off of the concept of dive kicks. I mean, there's a whole game that's one button that's just jump and or dive. Or is it 2 buttons? Oh, Thatch. I'm trying to like get into the... Whoa, that totally should have hit. All right, interesting. Oh, oh! That upward heavy to recover with the bloody guns. So much force. So much force. Alright, you want a shenanigan area? I can shenanigan area. Alright, maybe I can't shenanigan area as well as you can. I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, why? Oh my goodness, this is so consistent for him. It's so annoying. Alright, let's just, do this. There we go. And there we go. Alright, getting the knockouts.
Player 1 wins.
Getting the knockouts. Knockouts are fun.
Hattori.
And I guess we'll do one more. GG PG not. Alright, let's see if he's up for another one before I disappear into the dark nethers of AFK mode. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just stick with Hattori. Rockefeller deserves it. I mean, he took me down to 2 lives the last round, so, you know, it's a pretty good indicator that he's got a handle on what the heck he's doing. Keep wondering if I should start practicing on 3 stock, since that's how most of these tournaments seem like they're going to be going. But, you know, it's hard to say. That was really fun. As was that. Oh, I love chasing people all over the screen. It pleases me to no end. Oh man, forward tilt with a sword. You used to be so good. Now. Can't dodge all the dive kicks. But you can throw a bomb in my face. Oh my goodness! Hack attack with the guns. It's punishing all of my unarmed hubris. Oh really? I just blew myself up. Alright. I remember when all the sword moves used to be useful. Now it's just air tilts. Air tilts all day. And recover moves. What the heck? Air tilts and recovers. This forward roll used to be really awesome before they accidentally slowed it down unintentionally. There we go. Double blow-ups. Alright, let's see if I can do this without dying. Really? He had a jump left? How did he have a jump left? Oh, he's dead now. There we go. One of my favorite moves there. The down heavy past the person into the good stuff. Oh, I jumped into it. I was trying to counter it with a reversal. There goes my goal of not dying, undone by a single move. Huh. Yeah, I don't think so, Bob. Well, there we go. Haha. Oh, I think I might have enjoyed that a little too much towards the end there. GG Rockefeller. Alright guys, I'm going to go AFK for a short minute. I will switch this over and take off Brawlhalla and give you guys something entertaining to watch. Let's see if we can't do that really quick. Bum, 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 bum. I think this should work. Hello? Oh, wait a minute. That's what I want, not window capture. Whoa, don't look at my email. All right. Let's turn that off real quick. So I uploaded my stream from last night. It seems like people seem to watch that, but don't worry. I'm going to make a guide this weekend. I promise you. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and put on the Amazeballs Journey versus Ashes, and I will be right back in a minute. Whoa, that was loud. Good evening, Brawlhalla fans. I'm back. I'm Raven, and I'm going to be fighting Ashes 1 in the next stage of this tournament. Looks like he's going to be on Orion, and I'm not sure who I should pick into that. So we've seen a lot of Hattori during this tournament, and Ada I'm half tempted to play Bodvar because I like Bodvar the bear, but I kind of feel like I should be bringing my A game. I think what we're going to do here first is go with Hattori and see how that works out for us. So, without much further ado, let's go ahead and pick that, and I think we are going to be ready to go right now. So, yeah, let's see what we can do. We're going to keep voting for King's Pass because why the hell not? Let's take advantage of these new rules. I wanted all of these matches to take place on Stadium. However, you know, people didn't like that. They wanted to see all the other stages, so here we are. Ooh, interesting. All right, we get the first knockout. Staying aggressive. Staying in people's faces. Oh, nice delay on that one. Nice. All right, let's see if we can't get a hit. Ooh, he explodes himself just a little bit there. So we've got him in light yellow. Let's see if we can't press our advantage. Whew. All right, first match done. Good times. Get the little face. All right.
Hattori.
King Roland. Okay. Interesting. Interesting choice. Sure, we'll do one on Thunder Guard. I'm okay with that. That's right. That's me eating a crisp.
3,
It's
2,
delicious.
1.
All right, Ashes. Let's see what you can bring. Oh, nice. Oh, almost had him. Uh-oh. Well, at least he got hit by it too, so there is that. All right. Oh, I just blew myself up. All right, 2-0. GG, my friend. That was intense. All right, so I'll be back for the semifinals here momentarily. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to hit the like button if you liked it, and I'll see you for the next portion of this tournament. And we're going to be starting Brawlhalla back up.
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
All right, so
Custom.
anybody who wants to hop on certainly can. 6511 is the number. I'll put it in chat real quick. Thing Misfit's talking about here, where I use the Valkyria horns to my advantage. It's one of the things that I was trying to explain, probably poorly, in in my advanced guide. Basically, I use the Valkyria horns kind of offensively, so I'll call one and use the movement. Like, as soon as you call a Valkyria horn, people are watching to try and dodge it. So you can use it to disguise other attacks, and if you can get a hit onto somebody while it's approaching, you can usually stun lock them into hitting. So that you start hitting them and then stun lock them. Yeah, you call the horn and start attacking, and I can't dodge out of it. Looks like Magma Bob wants to play again. It's pretty cool. I think I'm going to do a Nash round. Misfit claims he knows my tactics but can't get out of them. Well, you know, it's all a learning process, right? Let's go random so we can get on something besides Stadium. You know, expecting what your opponent's going to do is one part of it, but then you have to be willing to experiment to find out what works. You know, like, a lot of the times when I'm playing people in a non-tournament setting, I'm kind of messing around to figure out, like, if I can determine any new tactics for what works and what doesn't. So I don't know. It's just something I do, I guess. Able to get him just there with the tip. With just the tip. Nice dive kick. Whoa. Hoping I couldn't have picked up that hammer there. Hey, I'm cool. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight? Nice. Dude, if you're having random teleporting, man, it's because your connection's bad. Should look at the bandwidth tips. See if you can't be doing something to help improve that a little bit. Because teleporting should not be happening. Like, there's a couple of little weird things with the lag, but like I don't ever see teleports.
Dominating.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I believe you when you say this, but you might want to check out your connection to the server. 'Cause the thing is, the server's in Atlanta,
Shut down.
and you can check the ping by just doing like a trace route, Brawlhalla.com or whatever. There's a couple of things that they have listed on the Steam forums as far as being able to like improve your ping to the server, because there's like a couple of ports and packets and things like that. I don't know. Just something worth thinking about.
Player 2 wins.
Yeah, if you go on the Steam discussion forums, T-Chaos, they've got some stuff on there that you can look at for improving your connection. Alright, let's do one with Ada, because I like the Matrix
Ada.
outfit. That's what I call it. Matrix Ada. We'll do a random stage again, and then if anybody else wants to hop in after this, just let me know in the chat, since... Like I've said, I like to do best of 3. That usually turns into 2 matches per. I'm not sure if I've had anybody take a match off of me yet. One day it'll happen. One day my loyal 7 viewers
3, 2,
will decide
1, brawl.
to collectively kick my ass at something, and then it's all gonna be downhill from there. Ooh, nice. It's like he knew I was going to go for the dive kick. He expected it. Nice. Whoa, good choice of move there. Oh, man. Lucian's priority. Alright. We'll change it up. Lucian tactic. Don't go in the air against Lucian. Unless you're doing this thing. There we go. I'm able to get my own recovery move there. Go. Oh, like doing a dance. Ooh, nice. Magma Bob is ready to win, man. He wants it. There we go. Right. Put a little salt on the stage there. Gotta get salty. Alright, alright. Keeping it close. Keeping it real. Now remember, I am going to have to play somebody else after this, so... Oh, guns doing me in. So, if you want to play after this, just let me know. And we can do that. Oh, I just walked into the bomb. That was unfortunate. Oh, oh man.
Player 2 wins.
Oh, that was really awkward. GG, well played, Magma Bob. GG, well played. Ah. If anyone else wants to play, hop on in. Come down to the Rumble Room with Raiden or something. You know, do that thing. Oh man, has my webcam been off this whole time? Come on. Come on. Hey, look, there I am. Hello, me. Alright. So if anybody else wants to hop in, otherwise, you know, I might play some Dying Light, because that game is frickin' awesome. Super fun game to play. There's nothing quite like zombie parkour. You know, just using zombies to run around all over the place and climb up walls and leap off tall buildings. It just... I don't know. Like, they really nailed the amount of fun you can have with this game. Yeah, Raiden's Friday Night Rumble, says T-Chaos in the chat. I'm slightly inclined to agree with him. Although, you know, it's interesting. Because nobody's rumbling right now. If somebody, anyone, was willing to step up to the plate. I see 7 people in chat, but no one wants to play. Oh, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to give this like 4 more minutes. If nobody gets in here, I'm going to just go ahead and play something else. That's just how it's going to be. So, if you guys want to see more Brawlhalla, I need another participant in Raiden's Rumble. So, you know, it's up to you guys to make this happen. You, the viewers, are part of the action. Only you can make the Rumble happen. This is just the plain truth. Look, if you don't believe me, I will take off my hat. Now, if you guys are purposefully resisting so that you can watch me slay zombies, then that's cool too. Magma Bob, if you want, you can hop back in. I just need somebody to fight. But my haircut, man, it's so beautiful, Clint. It's so short. I miss my long locks and aggressive beard, but you know, sometimes when you're going up for a new job at some fancy place, you gotta make it look like you have a much higher level of hygiene than you do normally. Or at least show that you give a shit by getting your hair cut, you know. I believe you, Clint. I believe that you would place the whoop down. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm still totally down for Dead Rising 2, considering that I barely played it. Although, at this point, if you want to do Dying Light instead, I would be up for that as well. But yeah, Dead Rising 2 I never really played much of. I played a shit ton of the original Dead Rising, but I would still be down, potentially. You know, if I get this new job, I may never have time to play games again. So I don't really know how that's gonna work out. but it would be totally worth it. I would still be able to play games, just not as frequently as I do now. Not where I'm like, yeah, I'll just, you know, cut out 4 hours tonight to just do whatever. I appreciate the good luck on the interviews, Clint, because interviews suck. Like, I'm pretty good at interviewing. I'm not, you know, I don't get that nervous or anything. I get a little nervous, let's not lie. But, yeah, it's just been a really long process. I've been in chats for like 2 months now. So, if it goes down, it'll be sweet. If it doesn't, what I'm doing right now is sweet anyway. So, you know, either or. So, RB and Chief has jumped in. Gonna play some games against him. I think we're gonna go Cassidy because I haven't played her yet.
Cassidy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, job interviews are fun. I have talked to 6 people so far. Yep, that's how long this has been going on. It's good times. So, kind of just looking forward to when it all comes to a close one way or the other. Although, you know, I'll be devastated.
3,
but I'll get
2,
over it.
1, brawl.
Just have to wait and see what happens. Oh, King's Pass, how I love you. Oh, that's so mean. No, it's 6 people within the company who have all different jobs, but it's all for the same job position. Oh, RB and Chief. Alright, Fearless, we'll bring you up next.
Dominating.
Yeah, I'm about a little over halfway through it now, so it'll be done soon, Clint. It will be done soon. Oh my god, he caught it! Did you see that? RB and Chief just caught the bomb that I tried to throw at him. It was like he pulled it out of my hands. It's brutal, man. And unexpected. Uh-oh. I gotta tell you, RB, you got a lot of practicing to do, man. Your reaction times are pretty slow. You probably know that. Probably why you were a little hesitant to hop in. But it's cool. You know, everybody starts somewhere with these things. Yeah, you know, Clint, that picking up your opponent's weapon idea is actually something that was like...
Player 1 wins.
Something that I thought about recently would be really cool if you could grab weapons out of the air. What's up, Wells Knight? Nice to see you, dude. Good game, RB and Chief. Alright, so it looks like Fearless is going to hop in here. I haven't played Fearless in quite some time. He's probably got a lot better. So I should probably do him the wonderful service of playing my best character, right? Like, that's just the right thing to do. That way, if he wins, he'll be able to fully brag about it. And I won't be able to be like, oh, no, hold on. It was like, you know, I don't main Ada. I just think she's overpowered at the moment. Oh, man. Wow, 10 people in stream. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope all of you are drinking something on this Friday night. For example, I'm drinking orange juice. No, it's just regular orange juice. There's nothing in it. Factual. I did all my drinking earlier while I was at work. We had a brainstorming session that required whiskey. Because I work somewhere really cool. So. Misfits asked for
3,
1v1.
2, 1, brawl!
Gotta tell them to get in stream. That's what's gotta happen. Very rapid, fast-moving first match. Oh, Vrax is an interesting opponent. Oh man, the floatiness on those bombs. Makes it really